Hello, welcome to Access. I'm Rob. Joining us is Holly.
Hey guys.
And we're talking about Fallout 4.
We are.
Specifically, 6 new things we've learnt about Fallout 4 whilst at Gamescom.
Yes, I saw some really new, cool gameplay stuff. As I can normally do, I made some notes. I'm going to share with you what I
Queen.
saw.
Well, I really loved Fallout
notes.
3, and I'm very excited for Fallout 4.
Goodbye life, Rob. Goodbye friends. Goodbye family.
Goodbye everything.
Goodbye everything.
So tell me the things. What are the new things?
Okay, so obviously it starts with kind of, your stats. Obviously, you can choose strength and you can put things against strength. And you punch harder. You can use hand-to-hand stuff better. You can carry more if you're stronger. But we saw the perk chart.
Okay.
So it's really cool. Visually, it looks incredible. So, you bring your Pip-Boy up, which this bit looks incredible as well.
I know. I don't know how they've done it. It's a black screen with green things, green writing on it.
The way he brings the arm up. And
but it looks
it's
just
there on his arm and
he
he's
just kind of
turning.
pops out the screen. And obviously, if you've got the collector's edition, it literally will be out of the screen because it'll be on your real wrist.
Break the fourth wall.
Yeah.
Welcome to the third place. Anyway, so you had the perk chart, and it's huge, and it's all Vault Boy kind of style artwork.
Yeah.
So it's really classically Fallout. It'd make a
Lots
really
of dry humour and
exactly. It'd make a cool poster.
It's the
to
end
be
of the
quite
world.
honest. But it's 10 levels. And in each level is different things, different abilities.
Yeah.
And then each ability is little stars next to it, so you can obviously then level up each ability.
Yeah.
So if there's one that you really like, you could max it and it would just be like a super ability. So obviously for strength, for example, the more points you have against strength, the more of the levels you can unlock, and then you can unlock the abilities within. There's something like 70 perks.
Wow, that's deep.
Which is a lot. You could really, customize your character.
Yeah.
Because I tend to play tank anyway, so I just tend to be, keep hitting me because I'm running away
anyway.
anyway.
Holly, there's no tanking.
It's a lifestyle choice, okay?
A lifestyle choice.
Tanking.
Tank for life.
Tank for life. Anyway, the perk chart was really cool. It looked great. It had all the humour, but it just showed how they're keeping the kind of core Fallout, with your stats and intelligence and dexterity.
Excellent.
But then adding a little something extra. Okay, moving along, we saw Lexington.
Okay.
Which was...
Tell me about Lexington.
Lexington, lovely, classic, 1950s style America with the little diner. But the one thing that hit me, now I don't know if I've got retro-tinted spectacles for Fallout 3, but I remember it being really grey and brown. Just even when you're going into different towns, it still felt really just dark and depressing.
Well, it was like an irradiated wasteland.
It was, but so is this. This is still an irradiated wasteland, but the sky was just so blue, and the atmosphere of Lexington, it just felt more beautiful in obviously a capital wasteland kind of way than Fallout 3, and it really struck me actually visually
that's the
how
thing
much deeper Fallout 4 is.
We saw in the trailer, when I first saw the trailer, was orange and blue.
Colours. There's colours in Fallout. Everything's not just that shade of Pip-Boy green. And again, maybe I'm just wrong, and that's all I can remember from when I played Fallout 3.
It was very green.
But I was really struck by how beautiful Lexington was.
Cool.
And when we were there, we then went into a supermarket, which leads me on to my next bit.
Filled with raiders? All I remember of Fallout 3, you go into a supermarket and for supplies, and there's raiders everywhere. Shotgun their heads off.
This is ghouls, not raiders, in this particular bit. We have some raiders later on, but in Lexington it's filled with ghouls.
Ghouls.
So obviously we had our doggy with us.
Oh, good. What's the dog called? Is he called Dog Meat again? Do we know that yet? Who knows?
I want to say yes, because I feel like we saw it at the E3 conference. I'm sure someone will correct us, but... no. But they did tell me the dog wouldn't die, which is really all I care about.
Reassuring.
Because I kind of was just like, look, I'm being honest with you now. Probably not going to play this if the dog dies.
Can't be dealing with it if the dog can die. It's a good job he can't.
I hope they're telling the truth.
What did the dog do? Did he eat some ghouls?
Well, so basically, not only did the dog attack, which we saw at E3 anyway, but it was just us sending the dog off, and it was like, right, over here, or then go see if you can find stuff, and you could just send the dog scavenging. And it was just kind of cool, because you had someone else to think about, so the game just didn't have that kind of loneliness feeling to it, and you have these surrounded by ghouls, and this dog just comes in and just takes
bullets
and just takes this ghoul out, and it was like, go dog meat, go,
like the direwolf bits in Game of Thrones,
just like having a direwolf but in an irradiated wasteland.
Good.
And then we did some hacking.
Okay, tell me about that.
We brought a robot to life to fight for us.
That is cool.
Now this isn't some peddly little Bioshock flying copter.
Yeah.
Full-on robot.
Nice.
Proper, the big, really old sci-fi books, and all the robots with those big dome heads and the big arm. It was one of those. And it went pew, 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 and shot lasers, and was literally
like a Forbidden Planet style robot.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
Robbie the robot.
Yeah, like
Is
the
that what
big
it's called?
old dome sci-fi.
I might be wrong.
And he just started like running around or walking slowly around the supermarket and just pew 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 all the ghouls that came after you.
That sounds really
awesome. He was really
awesome.
cool, actually.
I like it when you can do things like that in games. Just clever things. Like, it's not really that... You're not being that clever, are you? Just doing a thing and making a robot do it. But you feel clever when you do that.
Because the hacking looked cool as well.
What's the hacking like in Fallout 4?
So it's kind of hard to tell because we just saw it happening. So there's like a code screen came up, like a really old kind of, the green writing. But obviously there was no one really talking, so no one really gave you. It's kind of theorizing. But you obviously had to do something, which is quite cool. But the robot was all pew pew pew. Right. Guns.
I like guns, Holly.
So we saw quite a lot of guns in this gameplay. So some of these I know have been in previous Fallouts. Some of them are just normal kind of guns you find in every game.
Yep.
And some of them are new. So starting with the tactical laser.
Tactical laser?
Literally, you were like a surgeon. You could remove limbs. Cool. It was stunning. Like, we shot this one ghoul and like the whole left arm just came right off.
Sweet.
And the ghoul's like still obviously going, but now without an arm. So it was just, I guess it's tactical because you can really pick which bits you want to take off people. It was really cool.
That sounds amazing.
It actually was really cool.
Combine that with the VATS targeting system, I imagine, for slow-mo limb removal.
But it was like you could do limb removal without going into a targeting. You were just blowing limbs off.
That's exciting.
But beautifully, like a surgeon, like an artist. The scattered laser musket.
Scattered lasers?
So it's a one-shot.
Okay.
And so you shoot it, and then you've got to turn the crank on the gun to like charge up the barrel full of the red laser.
Okay.
And then you shoot it. So it's very strong, very powerful. But yeah, and then you have this little animation of you going charge it.
Nice.
Which is great when you've got ghouls coming at you, and then you can annihilate a whole bunch of them.
I love the cinematicness of Fallout.
And this
like
bit
if you
was
get a good kill,
cinematic.
it just lets you really
drink it in.
Bathe in the goriness of your kill.
And they've really gone out of their way.
Nice.
Then we saw just a normal sniper rifle, but some incredible recoil. Like even like just by bad sniper rifle standards, that was some recoil. So I think it's just trying to say, look, you can't just go over there and snipe the raiders. Like it was a mess. Like you really had to
get those skills up.
Well, exactly. Combat shotgun and OVs. Auto plasma rifle, night vision missile launcher.
A missile launcher with night vision?
But we didn't use it at night, we used it in the day. So it had night vision, we didn't use it, we just blew stuff up. And then the Fat Man.
Classic.
The Fat Man was there, so we came like out onto this balcony.
Shooting a nuclear missile off your shoulder.
Oh, it's incredible. So we went out onto this balcony, it's like a table and chairs, and there was just these two Fat Man rockets on it. And they were beautiful. You picked up and you just saw them load it into the big pipe on the gun. Yeah, and it was like this big mini cloud. Oh, it was stunning.
The mushroom clouds look amazing.
It was really cool. We took out like a whole bunch of raiders in one go.
Awesome.
And then I'm going to do this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6.
The fight. I'm going to compass a few things. At the end of this kind of gameplay, it all kind of culminated in a big fight that was happening in a square. It wasn't in Lexington, it was in somewhere else by that point, but it was a big fight. And it starts with you kind of trying to take out with some ghouls and raiders, and at one point like you shoot something and then hide, and then the raiders think it's the ghouls, and the raiders are attacking each other.
So you can make them fight each other?
Yeah, which I mean, if you obviously went to the capital wasteland, there were obviously factions out there anyway, but this time you could really like trick them into fighting each other.
Okay, that's
which is
really
cool.
Interesting.
And then now you're going to have to forgive me if I'm not getting this 100% right. I want to say there was a drop-off. You know, like when you get like reinforcements. This massive helicopter flew in. It looked like the Brotherhood of Steel.
Boom, with their power armor.
And they were fully armored. It was a proper huge helicopter. They came in and you fought with them. Now, I don't know if you have an allegiance with whoever that is and you're fighting together. Cause
we usually get to choose.
Go to Reddit and that kind of place. There's a lot of theorizing about where the Brotherhood is and what they're going to mean to Fallout 4. But they weren't fighting you. So either there's just a mutual understanding that the raiders need to go, or there's something there.
Yeah.
Which was just interesting.
Well, that's just exciting, isn't it?
And then a behemoth came in.
A huge super mutant behemoth.
Oh my god, it was massive. It was so ugly and it was awesome. And it was like...
Basically, you have to use a Fat Man to take those things out, if I remember.
Yeah.
Or be very good at running
we didn't
away.
use a fat man. It kind of they sort of tried starting to take it out, but we never really saw what happened.
That sounds epic.
But it was huge and it looked incredible, and it was
man.
just sort of just knocking everything. It was just beautiful.
I really can't wait. Not long to wait either. November the 10th.
Actually, I was really like, I remember doing a Fallout video previously, or you had mentioned Fallout in the video, and I was like, I need to check that release date, because I'm like, are we sure? Because that's some nice confidence.
It's coming soon.
Really soon.
And I can't wait. Well, there you go. There are 6 new things we learnt about Fallout 4 whilst here at Gamescom. Let us know in the comments what you think about Fallout 4. I'm sure you're all as excited as we are.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be amazing. And do also subscribe, because we've got loads more coming up.